welcome back to Novel Idea. I thought today I would walk you through what I plan on reading for Jane Austen July specifically. It's not going to be everything that I'm reading in July, but this is specifically for Jane Austen July. Okay, so I am not going to try to meet all of the prompts. I don't really enjoy watching the retellings. I don't enjoy watching the adaptations either. And so I probably am not gonna join in on any of that. But I am going to be reading Persuasion and two separate times. So I'm actually gonna read this twice because I had two separate people ask if I would do a buddy read, and I love this book, and the more people that I can get reading Persuasion and loving it along with me, the better. So I'm going to read this twice in the month of July, and yeah, so two buddy reads, and Persuasion is going to be my choice for Jane Austen's work in July. Okay, and then the next ones are nonfiction. And these ones are the ones that I could find at the library. So I'm not even sure if they're actually gonna come in. First one is All Roads Lead to Austen, and this is by Amy Elizabeth Smith. And it is just about a year that she took kind of going through Jane Austen's books and visiting these different places that are in her books. And so it's like a travel journal, sort of her time doing that. The next one is The Regency Years. And this one is, it's so shiny, sorry, by Robert Morrison. And it says, during which Jane Austen writes, Napoleon fights, Byron makes love, and the Britons become modern. So I am looking forward to this. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing, but I am at least going to read the part specifically about Jane Austen and her contemporaries that were writing, and then also just you know, whatever appeals to me. So I'm going to use this a little bit like a textbook and just kind of pick and choose what I read out of it. I'm also going to, I have on order from the library, In the Garden with Jane Austen, and that one has some text, but for the most part it is just photos and little bits of information and that kind of thing. So that won't take very long to get through. But I also found at the library yesterday, I found this one, and it is, there we go, Jane Austen, The Secret Radical. And this is by Helena Kelly. And I know nothing about it. I just saw it on the shelf and thought, all right, I'm gonna grab that. And so that also is a nonfiction. And then I found this little tiny, sweet little Jane Austen Christmas book. Christmas in July, why not? Celebrating the season of romance, ribbons, and mistletoe. And this is by Carlo DeVito. I'm gonna keep this part covered because it's got library information on it. And it's a little tiny one, so I thought that that might be a fun one to throw in there for the nonfiction. Now, for the fiction, like I said, I'm not a big advocate of retellings or of like the continuation of a story of a different character necessarily if they're trying to do it in a way that Jane Austen did. So I was really not planning on participating in that part at all, but I found, I already had one on my summer TBR. And then I found a couple more that were similar to this. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna give them a try. So the first one is Tooth and Claw. This is by Jo Walton, not Jane, Jo. Sorry, Jo. Jo Walton. And I don't know if you can see what it says right here, but it actually says Pride and Prejudice with Dragons. So it's the Pride and Prejudice of the dragon world. And I am really looking forward to reading some Jo Walton. I've heard so many good things about her writing. She is a Canadian author, and I have never read anything by her before. So I'm looking forward to meeting Jo Walton on the page. Then I also have, and I have bought these secondhand, but I bought them online. So I'm still waiting for them to come. And that is Heartstone, and it is by L.K. White. And this is also supposed to be kind of a Pride and Prejudice with dragons. And then I also found one by Mary Robinette Cole, and it is called Shades of Milk and Honey. And the caption on it said, this could easily fit into Jane Austen's body of work, except for it has magic. And since I'm mainly a fantasy reader, I thought, well, if she's incorporating magic into it, then it's really going to have some twists and turns, and I could probably get behind it. So I thought I would try that one. And then also one called For Darkness Shows the Stars. And this is by Diana Peterfreund. And I had never heard of this before. It looks YA from the cover. It may not be a hit for me, but I got it for like 99 cents. And so I thought, I'm just gonna go ahead. And it was free shipping, 99 cents and free shipping. So I thought I'll give it a try for that amount. I thought that was good. And then also while I was at the library yesterday, I found Return to Mansfield. Oh, this says, excuse me, I'm sorry. Mansfield Park Revisited. And again, like I said, I'm not a big advocate of retellings, but this one was on the shelf at the library, and it's very short. It's just a little tiny book. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and give that a try too. So those are going to be my fiction reads. And then as far as contemporaries of Jane Austen goes, I'm not sure that these two were necessarily contemporaries of hers, but in reading a biography of her before, I do remember that these authors were mentioned as people Jane Austen read. And so I thought that I would go ahead and give them a try. And one is Samuel Johnson, and I found some travel memoirs of his that he wrote with someone else, and it's about Scotland and the islands of Scotland, and that happens to be a deep love of mine. So I thought that I would do that one. And then also from the library is coming a Frances Burney book, and it is Evelina. And I know several people have read that before. I'm trying to go into it a little bit blind and not know too much about it going into it. So I am going to go ahead and give Evelina a try also. And that is it. We'll see if I can actually get all of those read. I will for sure be reading Persuasion 2 times. The rest of these, I will pick and choose what I read and how much of them I actually get done, because I do have other things that I'm doing in July as well. So I would love to know what your plans are for Jane Austen July, if you're planning on participating. And what things are that you're excited about, and don't let me dampen your excitement of the retellings and the adaptations and all of that. And I will be back soon with a tag video, because tomorrow is Tag Tuesday. And I hope that you are having a wonderful summer so far, and talk with me in the comments down below. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Bye.